Hey, it's Keith Austin from listquake.com. I've just got some extra unannounced bonus training for you here because I love to over-deliver, so I hope you find this really useful. And what I want to talk about is actually value and what value means for us as marketers. So to me, there are two types of value. There's the real value that a product has, and that's really a sort of a measure of how much it helps you to make the progress that you want to make, to get you to where you want to be. But there's something that's just as important, and that's the perceived value that a product has. And that's really something that you think will help you. And you know, the funny thing is, actually, the truth is, both of these matter. We need products that have a real value that really will help you, but also we need to think that they're going to help us, otherwise we're not going to buy them. So, as I've said, both of these really matter, and it's important that they do help and that we believe that they will help. So I've come up with this as a model to look at value and what it means for us as marketers. So we've got a grid here with 4 quadrants. In the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see it's in red, which is never a good sign, and it says lazy. And that's lazy marketing. So what do I mean by lazy? Well, if you look here across horizontally, we've got the real value of a product, okay, and then vertically we've got the perceived value. So lazy marketing or a lazy product is something that actually doesn't have very high perceived value. You know, it's not very appealing to anybody. They can't see the value in it before they even buy. But also, actually, it doesn't have very high real value either. So not only does it not look good when they get it, it isn't any good. So that's really lazy, ineffective marketing. So let's not waste any more time on that. Obviously, what we're really aiming for is up here in the top right hand corner. That's a product that has high perceived value, so lots of people will be interested in it before they even get it. But not only does it promise a lot because of its high perceived value, but it also actually has high real value. So that means that not only is it telling you that it's going to be great and lots of people go out and buy it, but then the refund rates will be really low because it's actually delivering what people need. So that's highly ethical and effective marketing. Now the interesting ones are the two in yellow, okay, which aren't as bad as lazy, but definitely aren't as good as effective. The first one is up here, which is unethical marketing. Now I bet we've all fallen for this one, because this is a product that has a high perceived value, okay. Quite possibly the marketing material, the sales letter, has really made this seem like a fantastic thing to buy. And because of that, it's looks like it's got a really high perceived value. So, you know, you really want to get it. But then when you do get it, the real value is actually very low. And that's why it's unethical, because it's promising the earth and it's delivering next to nothing. Okay, so be really careful about buying products here. Be sure that the real value you're going to get is as good as what you perceive the value to be. Similarly, there's another issue here, which is more about when we try and sell things, and that's what I call wishful marketing. Okay, that's when the real value of the product is actually high. So, you know, if anyone actually bought this product, they would get a lot of use from it. But you know what? The trouble is the perceived value of it is very low. So that's because it's not been promoted in the right ways. You know, you've not put it forward in a way that makes people see that it has value. There's a low perceived value. So it doesn't matter how good it is, no one's going to actually use it and get the real value from it because no one's going to buy it. Okay, this is the kind of field of dreams mentality. You know, if I build it, they will come. Okay, so that's just as worrying. So these are the two to watch. Obviously, be aware of unethical products yourself when you're buying. And this is really the one you want to watch out and make sure that you don't sell products that are just wishful. The other thing about an unethical marketing, to go back here, is even though you might sell a lot to start with, the fact that the real value is so low will mean that you have lots of unsatisfied customers and your refund rate will be sky high. Okay, so I'm hoping this little grid has set out sort of really clearly for you the importance of both types of value, perceived value and real value. Okay, this is Keith Austin from listquake.com. Signing off. Cheers.